Good morning. I'm going to be doing some juicing. The first thing in the morning when I wake up normally is I have a cup of juice. I do the juice for the whole family. Now, I normally juice green. Green is amazing. When you look at vegetable, for example, it has all your nutrients, everything, all your minerals, all your enzyme, everything except possibly vitamin D and B12, which you can supplement. So there is a lot of nutrients in green which even the modern science hasn't identified yet. Yeah, by green I mean green leafy vegetable, one that you can wrap around your fingers. So things like broccoli is not a green, cauliflower is not a green, it's not a green leafy vegetable. Now I tend to use more green than fruit. Fruit has a lot of sugar. We do put some fruit, but the best way to eat fruit is actually eat it whole or use a blender, because with a blender you get the fiber as well. And you do need the fiber when you eat fruit. For cancer patient, you don't want to juice a lot of fruit, and you don't want a lot of the sweet root type vegetable like carrot and beetroot. I always have some lemon. Lemon, believe it or not, makes the juice a lot sweeter. And also I always put a piece of ginger. So today we're going to juice cruciferous vegetable, which is your bok choy, your kailan, and also some broccoli. These are just broccoli stalk. They're called cruciferous vegetable because when they flower they have like a cross. And cruciferous vegetable is very good as an anti-cancerous agent, because what happens is they are anti-estrogenic, and estrogen, as we know, promote cancer growth. So cruciferous vegetable juice would remove the estrogen out of your body, so it's anti-cancerous. And in fact, they actually make that into a tablet. It's called, you can get it in all different brands. Indo, they call it Indo. It's a pre-digested form which we can get in the pharmacy for cancer treatment. The other thing with cruciferous vegetable is also it can decrease your thyroid function. So people with hyperthyroidism, cruciferous vegetable is very good. So, so the juicer that I've been using is this one here, which is the Kurving Juicer. Now I've gone through 4 different types of juicer to find this one. The first one that I started using is the traditional fast juicer. With fast juicer, it oxidizes, your produce, and the juice that comes out is sort of brownish and black. It's all oxidized, and it's not very efficient because the pulp that comes out is not very dry. The second one that I got to is this one here, which is probably the best that you could buy in a health food shop. It's similar to the Oscar juicer, which is a horizontal version. The problem with these is it's hard to clean, and also you have to shove and push, and it's almost like a workout. So once you buy one of these, you use it once or twice, and then it just sits on top of the fridge, and you don't touch it anymore. So we then went on to a similar type model called the Harum juicer. The Harum juicer is a Korean juicer. It's a bit smaller than this, exactly the same design, but less powerful. And the problem I had with that is, sometimes when you juice, you want to go really fast, and it get clogged up. When it seizes up, you have to go reverse, and also the juice start to have a lot of residue. So it wasn't very fine. There's still a lot of residue coming out. So when this came out, I bought these, and this one is also a Korean juicer with very similar design, except the motor is 50% more powerful. So as a result, and also it's also a bigger machine. So if you look at the size of this auger, it's actually quite large. So you can actually juice very quickly. So it has it's easy to clean as well. So when you look at these, the important thing is when you start in the morning, make sure this silicone piece is pushed right in. Otherwise you'll get a lot of residue in your juice. You line up the two red dots. With this juicer, it comes with 20-year warranty, even for commercial use. So it's quite amazing, you know. It is a very smart design in that this thing cuts the vegetable. It's a bit like our human teeth. It cuts it, it chews it, and then it grinds it down here. Then it pushes it out through this mesh. And then this silicone brush then clean the mesh. And then the pulp is then compressed and comes out here. The juice comes out on the other side. And it's just it's quite quick in its operation, but it doesn't oxidize the vegetables and fruit. So the juice that come out, you can actually keep it in container for a few days, you know, maybe 2-3 days. Obviously, if you can do it fresh every day, that would be better. What we tend to do is I'll get all the vegetable prepared the day before, you know, because first thing in the morning, you know, it's a bit too cold to be washing your fruit and veggie. So you get all that all prepared and put it aside. So basically, if you go very fast, you hear that the sound will go louder and louder. So when it gets too loud, you know that you're going too quick. And also, if it does jam up, it will stop, and you can reverse it. And then you go reverse and then backward. Yep. So what we do now is we'll start juicing a piece of ginger. Okay, then we'll go these vegetables. Now you notice I don't even need these generally. You just keep pushing. So with all that vegetable, you find that there will be very, very little residue coming out. And that's how fast you can do all that green. Now you notice it hasn't even started coming out at all. So these are watercress. You can also juice wheatgrass as well, or even leaves. Anything that's edible, you can juice it all. Now with juicing, you don't, because there's no heat involved, the nutrients are not destroyed. So you got all your green, all your chlorophyll, which is very alkalizing, and that's great for cancer treatment, because cancer loves to grow in an acidic environment. It doesn't like to grow in an alkaline environment. And plant-based product is very alkaline, and animal product is very acidic. So the first thing you want to do is to avoid all animal product. Celery. Celery is very similar to our bone. It looks like our bone. So it's actually very good for our bones. Carrot, as we know, when you cut it across, it looks like our eye. It's actually very good for our eye. It's with the beta-carotene and the vitamin A. So that's nice and green. Now, so you find that there's not a lot of residue for the green, but there's a lot more residue with the root vegetables like carrots. We always have to put a bit of beetroot, because what it does, it makes the juice red, and it's a bit more appetizing. So it's jammed up, so you go reverse and then go forward. And you know, having a red juice is obviously more appetizing than a green-looking juice. Now, if you just go all green, it's very strong, and probably initially you may not be able to handle it. So initially you may have to mix in some fruits, and then as you get used to the taste, you can then reduce the amount of fruit and increase the amount of green. So we'll put a little bit of fruit. I think there's only about half an apple here, not that much. And skin and all, you know, you can do it all. This is actually beetroot stock, the beetroot, top of the beetroot tree plant. The lemon. So my mom doesn't like a lot of lemon, so what I'll have to do is I'll just put one piece, just one piece for her. Okay, we can just pause that. So I'll take some out first because mum doesn't like to have a lot of lemon. So take some out, and we'll continue with the rest. So I put the rest of the lemon. It's quite amazing, you know. The more I generally use about 1 lemon for the whole family, and that's altogether we make about 6 cups. Yeah, we make 6 cups every morning, and the lemon actually makes it a lot sweeter. It's a way of introducing fruit into the whole equation. If you like it hot, more ginger. But you don't want to put too much in it can get very hot. You can also do spinach. It's one of the one green that is very good is kale. That's spelled as K-A-L-E. That has the highest nutrient density vegetable of the whole lot. That one and spinach and romaine lettuce. So those 3 are excellent. Alright, that's about it. Oops. Going too fast. It's actually quite easy to clean as well. You can it comes a little brush like this, and you can just clean the screen. And that's it. That's about it. So what I'll do is you can store the juice in an airtight container like this. Don't worry if there's a bit of foam, because that foam will all disappear by this afternoon. So you can fill it right to the top, and that's your juice. So it's nice and red. Oops, all your nutrients in it. The other thing, so with this juicer, we are able to buy them and sell it for a very good price. In fact, we're cheaper than the normal retail price. They're normally about $4.99, but we sell for less than that. And we can send it all around Australia as well.